What's the buzz? This is Zeta Beetle, and welcome back to Galactic Swarm Squad. Today, I'm going to become a bit of a busy beaver and start getting some quests done that, well, quite a few quests done anyway. So, without further ado, let us begin. I'm not sure exactly what my plan was in this round, but what I end up doing is drinking 4 shield potions in a single round. So, I start off by landing on top of the abductor, flying over Dirty Docks. And yes, I actually do go in there and fight with the rest over the vault and time orbs, trying to get as high as I can. You'll soon see how high I get, because I do get a pretty good decent distance when it comes to the minigame in question. Speaking of which, the abductor has turned on. So, I go into the middle, and once I skydive into the thing, you can tell by the glow that I am soon to be abducted. So, once the time runs out, the abduction will begin, and I will be sent into the waiting pod of said minigame. Like so. Here we go. We have made it. Now then. In most cases, I'm going to be going for reactive commentary, but where I remember, like with the 4 shield potions in 1 match challenge, I will go based off of memory. But I believe I started picking up on a strategy that would turn out to be good up until a certain point. That is to say, collecting as many time orbs as I can in an attempt to basically time out everyone else, and get some of the vault orbs for myself. So, I'm not entirely sure if this is true, and I cannot really prove it since the season has been over for a little bit over a year now. But, but maybe there was a certain point where, getting these time orbs didn't really matter as much anymore. So, I don't guess that I'm particularly right when I say that I'm going for as many time orbs as I can get, due to the fact that as soon as the vault orbs dropped, I started going after them instead. So this may just be the general fare of the minigame. So I just collected my first vault orb, and as I was going for my second one, I get blasted away, only for my opponent to get it and be immediately transported into the vault. So essentially, they may have either timed themselves out, or they got the last vault orb they needed, and were thus permitted to go into the golden vault. So, I grab the blue vault orb, and By the time I get to the third, I am transported out of the minigame, straight into the blue vault. This is pretty cool. This is pretty good because I get a big pot for my reward. But before I leave, I replace the blue maybe pulse rifle with my normal gray assault rifle. Now, the only thing that I can think of besides getting common eliminations is basically I like the firing rate of the normal assault rifle better than pretty much any of the rest of them, honestly. I mean, that is the assault rifle that got me over 100 kills back in Chapter 2, Season 2. So, it would make sense that that I stick with the assault rifle that I am the most used to. So, I drop back down here, and apparently the food fighter, as it is called, is no longer here, having been taken by somebody else. And this is fine, because I pay more attention to searching the restaurant itself than in trying to get vengeance on the person that took it. Not that that would be an easy feat. And this place is one of those that are very much infested with alien parasites. And like the sadist I am, apparently, I decided to watch the one that did not latch onto me. But that's a later story. I also grab a chest, and there's a green heavy assault rifle, which is more powerful, but it suffers from a lower firing rate. Still yet, the firing rate of a heavy assault rifle is nowhere near as bad as some of the weapons that I have seen. One of the weapons that I absolutely despise because of its firing rate is the hand cannon. Now, don't get me wrong, I can definitely see that it has a lot of power to its name, and it has a lot of fans due to that. However, for me, firing rate is the biggest thing that I look for in a weapon. If it fires as slow as molasses, I cannot use it. I struggle. So, even if you can use it, which will frustrate me to no end if you kill me enough times with it, I can't use it. So, just take it easy with the insults while you do so, okay? My playstyle just does not support that low of a firing rate. Alright, so I forced those guys to hatch out because I needed to get at the big pot that was on top of that rack. And both of them hatched out at the same time. So here's what I was talking about. I didn't really start moving again until after that thing had done that. I wonder what it is, though, that causes starvation to kill them so violently. Like, what happens that they just blow up like that? I mean, sure, whales in real life do that, but only after they've been dead for a while. So, yeah. It's really weird how the alien parasites do that while they're still alive. It's kind of a crazy situation there. So I've noticed though that we have like 51 subscribers at this point. That's crazy. Marty Jester and his friends must be pretty entertaining for us to get that many. And Marty Jester has definitely said that he has plans to do a 50 subscriber special in the form of a solo livestream of Fortnite. Which is actually rather fitting for him, because Minecraft is more my territory, and I've already done mine in the form of reacting to the Wild update. You'll see that, I'll just go ahead and put a link in the description of that, and if you want to watch it, then you can definitely click that link. But if you don't, it's fine. You know, not everyone who plays Fortnite is a fan of Minecraft, and vice versa. I and Jester are just that special case that actually do enjoy both games. So, the thing about it is, we like the two games for different reasons. Like, Minecraft, you can basically build whatever you want with a few limits in terms of survival and even creative, but fewer limits in creative than in survival due to unlimited resources and all that. But the fact of the matter is, you can just let your creativity go free in Minecraft. In Fortnite, on the other hand, you kinda have some defined limits, and essentially the charm of this game is in how much of a challenge it is. Like, when... Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that because it's hard to win. Because, if I was really in it to win it, I would have quit. I would have quit long before now. And I'm not just in it for my friends either. No. The real reason why I play Fortnite is actually due to all of the quests and the self-given challenge to max out the battle pass and complete every challenge in the season. So that is why we play Fortnite as well as Minecraft. even though the even though Fortnite Creative does have something that Minecraft Creative does not, the ability to make a pinball machine, and Marty Jester has demonstrated that ability in his theme park. Alrighty, so in this one, I do the quests too, damage opponents, and travel on foot. So, here we go. Now, the big thing here is we start off in the alien minigame, and already I have hit the last reality's floor multiple times. So let's go on ahead and grab the vault orb here, or not. I shoot that girl away so as to try and get it for myself, but then somebody else comes around and snatches it too. So yeah, that's yeah. Alright, here we go. We have now made it to this life of the minigame. Okay. I keep getting hit by an opponent's either shockwave paralyzer gun or whatever. I have no idea. But having repulsed them away, I ended up grabbing that vault orb, and then immediately falling to the floor again. So, yeah. Alright. And there we go. I managed to make it to the green vault this time, which is not quite as good as the last round where I made it to blue. However, it's better than getting to the gray vault, because that would mean that I did so terribly that I did not manage to collect a single vault orb, and yeah. Heading back to the main island. So, you never really know the island's name in-game. Like, these islands actually have names, but everything that is spoken in-game just simply refers to it as the island. And honestly speaking, this island has gone through 4 names so far, and each one is different in its own way. So, the first island, which I started my career on, was named Athena. This one is Apollo, the next one is Artemis, and the one after that, I forget what it's called, but I can quickly research it. Alrighty, here we go. Next round incoming. So, I looked into the code name of the Chapter 4 island, and that happens to be Asteria. So, there we go. Anyway, now that the little bit of information is taken care of, this clip will feature ignite structures with fire. So, yeah. We're taking a trip to Weepin Woods so that we can grab some firefly jars and basically just burn up the structures that, with or without the players inside of them. Preferably with, because that ends up getting us closer to a win. And while I'm not exactly expressly going for a win, it would feel good to win every once in a while, right? I mean, winning always feels good. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm basically just looting this place, trying to figure out what weapons would be the best here. And then, once I feel good and prepared, I will start making my move outside and trying to collect the firefly jars that I told you about a while ago. Or I may go and grab my or I may go and just grab a gas can and shoot it. You never know. So, whatever the case may be, I head over to this area over here, and I start searching for them, and then I give up the search immediately and start going elsewhere, and when this guy starts shooting at me, I decide to tear loose some rounds out of my SMG, and eventually I took out this guy. I did not really get a good look at the name. So, yeah. Now that that's done and out of the way, let's go on ahead and make our way across this bridge, which apparently came during Chapter 2, Season 6. The season just before this one. And I say apparently because Marty Jester was the one that played during that season, not me. So, yeah. Bear in mind, I have played this game very little myself. Jester's the one that's mainly into it because, well, you should see from all of the episodes of Fortnite Follies he puts out. He is currently in his 5th season? Whereas I am only in my... Would you say 2nd? I mean, be honest, like... Is this part of the 1st season, or is it a whole new season entirely? Either way, I start throwing firefly jars at the structures to get that challenge done. And I look to see what my progress is. If it's a good amount of structures that I need to burn, then I doubt that I have very much progress in it. But it just now completed, so there we go. That's cool, at least. So I tossed this over, but it didn't really seem to do much, seeing as how the guy continued to try and pummel me through, even though I had thrown it. So sometimes these guys are very hard to bluff off of you. Like they don't know how to take hints sometimes. Is what I'm trying to say. There are some people that do, but for the most part, these guys are really just thirsty for that kill. Sad Troll happens to be one of those people. Oh well, let's move on to the next round, shall we? Alrighty. So, in this one... this one has probably the tamest challenge out of all of them. But it is also the shortest out of all of them, so it kinda makes sense. This one runs at only 1 minute and 20 seconds. Yeah. Still though, this project itself has been going on for at least 26 minutes so far. So it kind of makes sense to put the shorter ones on the end like this, because we had a 15-minute one and a 6.5-minute one as part of the first 3. The 3-minute one is kind of a gray area, but I got taken out by Vagrant Salad Man, and that ends this round. So I suppose it's on to the next one, shall we? Alrighty, last round of the day. This one has the challenge to collect building resources. Yes, the very thing that you're almost forced to do happens to be the challenge of this round. And judging by how much of a jump my experience bar takes, I complete the challenge, but my PlayStation skips forward past that. And that seems to be about all for this one. Join me in the next one when I deal shotgun damage, get Sloane's order from a payphone, eliminate people with an assault rifle, travel distance while swimming, and equip the scanner. In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, adios amigos.